play the game. Right there. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Frank, that looked good to me. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. So just a formality here. Good effort and a good par putt. Frank, what's the strategy here off the tee at the par 5 third?
For the long hitters, they still think that they can reach this par 5 and 2 comfortably with a good tee shot. For the shorter hitters, it really is a thought about where you lay up that second shot to try and leave a good third shot yardage in. Still a good tee shot, though. That hazard down the right side protects against someone who's a little too cavalier off the tee.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. These putts keep the round together. Continuing the putt with confidence. Now on to the third, first par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. It used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hold if you can't make this par 5 and 2. And a brand new green that has been completely changed.
This one's looking good. Birdie try up next.
Second shot.
Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year. Played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form 1 and in the perfect position that really make you think about your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the player.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Good contact, good result. Frankie appears to be in control of his game in the early going.
I like what I'm seeing out there, doing all the basic things at a very, very high level, getting the ball in play. That helps set up the next shot. Next shot gets on the green. That's how it sets up the birdie putt. It's one thing leading to another.
This is a good-looking shot. And they're close, about 8 feet from the cup. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. Good work right there. They'll settle for par. Now to the par 4 6th. Decision time, Frank. Driver, or do you go with 3-wood?
A lot of that's going to depend on if there's any breeze. If the breeze is at your back, you can drive it all the way down the right side and take those two bunkers down the right completely out of play. This hole's been stiffened up though. The length hasn't increased, but that bunkering in that choke point. So the strategy, do you have the length to get past them? Or if you have to lay up, it's going to leave a much longer second shot.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen.
This one looks right on point. And it makes the green in regulation. Settles in over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dogleg to the left, forces the player to go at the right, and this will play every... He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Rich, there's such a big advantage. You tee it up on a peg there. It should be an easy shot. But remember, this is the most powerful club in the bag. This is the one that you have to nail out of the middle of the club face.
Demonstrating there and really all day that he is one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the sport. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Birdie try again here today. You always like that. Count it as a birdie. Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back nine. Second shot, good look at the green. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
It's at sneaky distance. Oh, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Good putt. Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway, then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
12th hole now, looking at 192 yards, par 3.
Won't quite play that distance because that tee shot is considerably downhill. But you really have to be cognizant of the wind if it's coming off the left because it easily brings that water into play down the right should that tee shot just start moving with the wind.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, a missed opportunity, no doubt. He has this attempt for par. Never a bad score on the card. That's par. To the par 5, 13th here.
Changed over the years. There used to be a split fairway. That no longer exists. That bunker you can see down the left side, which you can't carry, really defines the left side of this hole. Water still in play down the right, and big change here is the bunkering along the left front and left side of this green. So you can't just blaze away and comfortably expect to hit 32. There's something about a well-hit shot.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus.